Robocalypse.
Yes, of course robots will kill us all, but that's later. First, they're going to take our jobs, and some already have. China, Japan, South Korea, and Thailand have restaurants where robots prepare and serve food and drinks. And a few weeks ago, students in an online class at Georgia Tech, which is a school, learned that a professor's assistant named Jill, who they corresponded with all semester, was a robot. But as one student noted, she sounded hot. Meanwhile, a company called Ross Intelligence has built the first robot lawyer using IBM's Watson software. Yes, a robot lawyer. So if in 6 months there isn't a movie called Robot Lawyer starring Steve Guttenberg or one of those brothers from Wings, I'm setting fire to my hair. All right. Are you worried, Professor? You're a lawyer.
I'm not worried, but I think a lot of mediocre lawyers should be worried.
Yeah.
Because robots can do a lot of the work that second-rate lawyers do and charge too much money for. Creativity, maybe that's a little harder to bring about in a robot, but I think it's probably a good thing.
It's hard to do sexy TV shows with robot lawyers where they're all drinking martinis at, at night.
They just like short wire. They short circuit.
Yeah, they drink a martini and all of a sudden they just go. But, maybe they'll drink motor oil. Jillian, I'm obsessed with artificial intelligence. I do think it's a bigger threat, possibly, than terror. Am I crazy?
Let's put that question aside. I like the story because I think why should robots only be filling in for kind of low-wage, low-skill jobs, packing boxes for Amazon?
Yeah,
let this be an equal opportunity.
Yeah.
Thing here, so I like that part of the story.
Sounds to me like they're replacing paralegals, not really lawyers, and which is okay by me. I don't know many paralegals.
But they still have to go to law school.
Do they?
I think.
The robots?
The paralegals, whether
I've had a few robots in my class.
Yes. Well, you had Ted Cruz.
Right.
No, he's not a robot. He's the opposite of a robot, Gavin. You called me crazy. Because I keep talking about how artificial intelligence, once the computers reach singularity and surpass us in IQ, we're going to be like chickens in a farm compared to the intelligence of computers.
The only time you have a point is if we're talking about the next million years.
No, it's going to happen in 30 years.
The sun is going to burn out eventually, too. Ooh, I'm scared.
It's going to happen in 30 years.
This is what you do with robots, and I've done this a million times. When they show up and they're like, hello, how are you? I'm human. You go, really? Why don't you tell me a little bit about love and humor? And they go,
Try that with people sometime. Love and humor.
I think they're going to take over. I think we should be very nice to machines.
Yeah, nice to machines.
When
exactly.
the elevator door opens, I always say thank you, hoping that he'll tell his machine friends, and then they will let me keep my job. Am I right? Am I the smartest person?
Hey, machines, I'm not scared of you. Come on, Crane Cam.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I think it's horrible how mean he is being to you guys. I'm going to be safe. You're going to regret it.
Oh, I've been like this forever, Joanne. I'm so nice to my appliances. Sometimes I even sleep with them.
Oh gosh, yeah, you don't want to do that. My only concern is robots filling these service and hospitality jobs, because I think that everyone should work a job in the service industry because it humanizes you. Having to interact with other people, having to get something for them when they ask for it and deliver with a smile is so important. And unfortunately, we're going to have youth who never adjusts well.
They might never work.
Jobs.
Well,
exactly.
That's the big fear. They might never work.
Because they don't know how to serve.
What? I know. Wait, don't. I don't even want to know what he said.
Yeah. Women in the kitchen, have a bunch of babies. I'm Gavin McGinnis. Blah blah blah.
I think you just wrote the title of his next book. All right, coming up, I try on my new bathing suit made of dental floss. It's a present for your eyes. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Tonight's show is sponsored by my neighbor Carl. He's a good dude once you get to know him, except for that one time he asked me to get him an extra Yankee ticket and then never showed. Classic Carl.